That's the thing about cats. They're quite scratchy, and you've got to be careful of their kittens and their claws. Welcome to another episode of Trench Tips. Yes, it
Trench, trench,
is.
trench.
Today we are going to be speaking about that dirty word that begins with the letter L.
Oh, Luxembourg.
Luxembourg, my favorite city. No, it is LinkedIn. LinkedIn.
Right. And I've heard you're quite associated with it.
I know some people in the business, but I don't biz and tell, unfortunately. You like that joke? That was a joke I
I
just came
love
up
that. I've
with
never heard
on the
anyone say that
spot.
before.
Great
Really good.
joke.
Who's that guy sat
Um,
behind you?
don't worry about it. Uh, LinkedIn. Let's get into it. So if you had to book a meeting or you
Mm.
were looking to generate some revenue, what would you be doing on LinkedIn? And listen, I don't want this conversation to be filled with like personal branding. Do some posts. Yeah,
You want
we
the
know
real
that.
shit.
You
You
want
want the
you
real
want
stuff.
the
All right.
dirty tricks of the trade.
Someone's put a laptop in front of me, right? I've got a phone. I've got no data. I'm like, these are the kind of people I want to get in front of. Right? There's a bit of money there, so I'm like, all right, there's enough to get Sales Navigator, at least trial Sales Navigator.
Hmm.
I'm going to look for my ICP, ideal customer profile.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm going to type in the job role I'm after, but then I'm going to do something different. Show me people who are new to that job role in the last 90 days.
Great.
Now, because if I'm selling to senior leaders, strategy people, marketing directors, they've typically been hired in as one, excited. They're like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm here to make change. And
Mm.
two, they're here because they've probably been hired in to solve a key problem, which you might be able
Hmm.
to help them with. So it's not a silver bullet, but I've found connecting with those types of people, talking to those types of people, calling those people up, often you're having really good conversation with what they've been there to actually put in. And three scenarios tend to happen. The obvious one is like, they might say, yeah, I'm not interested, blah, 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 fine, qualified out. But the other two are, there's an immediate need or there'll be a need in the future. So just scanning through a list like that of those types of people, you end up building a bit of pipeline, a bit of callback, a bit of activity. And it gets very, very, I don't need to use this word lightly, but erotic.
Wow. Okay, I thought you were going to say a different word that rhymes with haggy and starts with shaggy. Anyway, moving on smoothly from your kombucha. Um, Contact info is a good one. If you go to someone's profile, you can click contact info. If they have not been smart enough in the past and you don't have any data providers, then actually what you might find are some email addresses and some
Mm.
mobile numbers, which I think is a great thing to do. Do you know? I don't know if you do this one, but my favorite one. If you are somebody that is posting actively on LinkedIn, a lot of the good stuff is in the viewed profile section. Okay,
Yes.
so it's like a imagine you're a billboard and you're just there. You're always
Okay.
on. You're always advertising. Yeah, that's great billboard impression. You're always on, always on. You've got eyes on. People are seeing you, but people don't necessarily say, actually, yeah, I want to pull over and have some hot tomato ketchup.
I've got a
But what you,
quick tangent question there.
yeah, please.
Do you think there's anyone in the world called Bill Board?
Yeah. And do you reckon he is?
Could be. Keep going.
So people are seeing. So if you use premium, you can see who viewed my profile. If you don't pay for it, it will just say someone you went to school with or someone from your university viewed your
Recruiter.
profile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But if you are somebody that's like viewing profiles or like reaching out to people, using that, and then I use that as ammunition. So every now and then I'll just go through. You can also click interesting views. So it can be like senior leaders in your area. It could be like influencers, and it doesn't mean like Kim Kardashian to the world. It means like decent people that have got a following or whatever. And then you just send them a very simple message, and that message can be, Zach, I saw you viewed my profile. It's typically for one of a few reasons. They're struggling with X problem, they're struggling with Y problem, or they wanted to see. And you're going to insert something humorous here because everybody likes a little bit of humor.
Give an example.
Or they wanted to see if my eyes are naturally this close together.
All right, think of another one.
They wondered if the curtains matched the drapes.
Okay, last one. Like your threes.
They wondered if I was a pumpkin walking through a winter wonderland or if I was trying to help them generate new business.
Okay, the
Other
third one got
out of hand, yeah.
I like that a lot, mate. I like that a lot. You actually also we lost a client, and you've booked a meeting through LinkedIn with their main competitor. How did you do that?
I use ChatGPT and I say like, give me companies like X. Go to their page, you click on people, and then I'll just like chuck in some buzzwords like CEO, commercial, owner, founder, XYZ, whatever it is, and then it will bring up the people and I'll connect with them. And I'll connect with them,
Nice.
connect with them, connect with them. And then I'm going to move them through to some kind of cadence where I call them. But all of us are like, this is why we post, because it's a case of you want to be known so that if someone comes on your profile, oh, I know what problem he solves. So if they've got it, great.
Yeah,
So it's not just about like getting out there, but you've got to be proactive with it as well.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. What else works for people? Oh, I'll tell you another one that works well that's underutilized. People use the LinkedIn search box for finding people. Jack Frimston, I'll type in there. I think you're my most viewed profile. But you can also type in topics as well. So if you're in, let's say, SEO, PPC, marketing, this one is for you. Because if I go to the LinkedIn search box and I type in looking for recommendations for SEO or looking for recommendations for marketing agency, people often post on LinkedIn saying those types of things, and you just get a list of people who are actively, potentially, in the market for what you offer. Now, I will caveat this with it's obviously not going to work for all sectors. If you type in printers, IT solutions, things like that, chances are it'll just be people posting about selling those types of things. But looking for recommendations, looking for help, those types of keywords in the search box should give you a list of people who are somewhat actively searching.
That's good. And I'm going to give you one more, just 'cause we've got 1 minute left. I always think like a lot of people don't think outside of the box. Okay. So if you are somebody that's selling, think about what problem you're solving with your solution or tech, right? So if your solution is a finance solution that solves an accountancy issue or et cetera, whatever it is, you can go to companies or you can find people that are hiring for certain job roles. Now I try and match it. So in our industry, it's very easy. People that are hiring for SDRs, BDRs, salespeople, they've got a problem that they're trying to solve that's probably going to be top of funnel. But if you are one of the inquiries we get a lot of is like, we provide software developers all over the world. So if that was your solution, if you're working for Deal, go and find people that are hiring for software developers on LinkedIn, reach out to them. And that is how to use LinkedIn to make a bit of money.
Do you mean LinkedIn?
Why? What did I say?
You said
Yes, I did mean LinkedIn.
Should we do the task?
We do the task. That Thompson, it's your turn to do the task. I can't wait for this one today. It's a big one.
So it's a big one, definitely a big one. So here's what you need to do to get £500. Okay, 500 British pounds, not in vouchers like it's been before. It's going to be 500 British pounds.
Pounds.
So it's making me laugh so hard. Right, here's what you need to do. You need to post a picture of an employee from Air Marketing. That's going to be the picture. And then you need to write a quick description of one of your favorite books. Very, very quick description, 500 words or less. And then tag me, Jack, and Owen Richards, the CEO of Air Marketing. And the first person to, you know what, actually, the first two people who do it, £500.
Pounds.
Respect.
So that could be an example of like picture of Marco Alfonso Rogers, and it says it's a story about a little mouse that has been adopted by the little family, and it's about the chaos that comes forward between him and his little brother. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Trench Tips. I'll see you soon.